Alright, let's make a point, y'all. Or at least attempt to. Let's see how far we get. Trying to get back in the swing of things. Just got my shop set back up. My name is Black Knife. I'm a flint napper. I make arrowheads. That one's from a bottle bottom. I just had to start this video over because my phone flipped around. I locked the screen, so we're good now. Some nice big percussion flaking on that guy. I like this point. I like making stuff out of glass, but this has been sitting in my rock pile for a minute. Let's see what we can do with it. This piece of Texas Chert. So we do have some weirdness here. Not real sure how this is going to play out. We got some convexity here. We got a concavity here. So what we're going to do is try and even out some of this convexity and slowly work into this concavity and get as big a point as we can out of this, okay? So this cortex, it's crunchy. It's like soft. It won't let you propagate a flake really well. So what we're going to do is make ourselves a platform here and run some flakes in here to get this cortex off. Just listening to Limp Bizkit. You guys use Spotify? They have that DJ feature. Still just playing around with it. It's like an AI. It picks songs for you. And it popped me up some Limp Bizkit. It's been a long time. Alright. Maybe a little more. You can see how it's not snapping the flakes off. There we go. That's better. Because this cortex, it's chalky. It absorbs the blow. And we're just doing some short flakes to set up that platform. So now, that looks, I hope I'm not hitting the camera. Let's see. I bet you. Gotta do that. Then that pad won't hit the camera anymore. Okay. I'm going to use my heavy abrader here. Normally do lives over on the clock app, the old TikTok. I haven't chipped in a while. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. There we go. That's a pretty good flake. It broke up on me though. Just brush that off a little bit. Now, whoop. I lost part of it. But you wouldn't want to take big flakes from the base like that all the time. But you definitely want to do that when it's piece is thicker. So that piece broke off there. And then that piece broke off. That was a pretty good flake. And that'll make a nice little bird point. It's got some cool color in it. Set it off here. So that got a lot flatter, didn't it? A little bit too much bopper. And we're going to start, we don't want to really flake hard into that concavity, but we do want to start sending some small flakes in there to little short flakes, start rounding it out. That'll help us at some point when we finally get there. What we're going to do is take a flake or two back into here and try to clean this up a little bit. I think that's about ready to rock. I think we can take a flake. Yeah, I think that's a move. Take a flake right up that ridge. Let's see. I'm going to support it. You don't really want to jam the tip into your hand though, because it'll end snap. There we go. That flake ran pretty well. I lost a piece of it. Let's see. These flakes are good flakes when you pick up a flake like this for making a gun flint. See how they got that strong central ridge? This one, see, it's got that weirdness in it. I probably wouldn't use that one for a flint, but that one for sure. I think there's a third piece somewhere. Fun. Love it. Love big pretty flakes. So we get another one right there. I normally do all this without really thinking about it. So I'm really like trying to slow down. Parse out what I'm doing. See, that's a good example of how flakes like to follow convexity. You can see there's a curve in that. Even as small a flake as that is curved. Figure it might be a good idea to start doing some more stuff on YouTube too, so I'm gonna try and be a little better with YouTube now that I'm making content again. Hey, if you post it, they will come, right? I hope. This ain't the flashiest piece of stone, but I love this rock. It's very consistent. Just taking some little flakes here. And I like to brush off the old deltas as I go. Oops. They got a little shorter. You'll have that. Nothing to get too excited about. And we still got some more. Flakes in there to get some of that shape back. So let's take some more end flakes. This is still thick enough to take it. And I started a video last night and I haven't uploaded it yet, but I ended up breaking the piece pretty early on. This is the piece that ended up breaking. Man, that is some stunning color though. So I'll be posting that up. May I overground that. There we go. There we go. Copper's pretty forgiving. You can set a pretty stout platform and copper will work with you. All right, so that's starting to look arrowheadish, ain't it? Starting to get some of the actual shape to it. So we'll run some flakes this way, take some more of that curve out. Need a little short flake there. We're gonna go ahead and take that. Theoretically, okay. Just clean that edge up a little bit. That is bouncing that camera, isn't it? No, it's just bouncing my hand. All right. I think it'll work the curve out. So we're going to end up losing, see how this is curved here, we're going to end up losing this mass. And since it's on the end, let's just go ahead and do that now. The more hitting on the end we do, the thicker it is, the better. A lot of this I like to do with percussion, but I don't normally do percussion on camera because I'm no Jack Crafty, son. I can't catch it right. I think it's time to stop using that real stout abrader. It's making the platforms too stout. Either that or I need to work that platform back the other way. Let's actually bop her down. Bop her down. That's better. The bopper was just a little too heavy. I couldn't. That's hurting my leg. That hadn't hurt my leg in a long time. I can tell I'm out of practice. Got us a little hinge there. That'll be okay. We got a little spot to get it right there. Let's go ahead and run that flake in. At the very least, it's gonna isolate the hinge some more. And we ain't gonna get it, but we did get it. Look at that. We turned around and got a little chunk of it from the back side. Check that out. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not one of those guys that worries too much about flake patterns and all. I don't know. I just do what makes me happy, y'all. That's what I'd like to do, just let that be all that I do. Wouldn't that be great if you could just do whatever made you happy? What a world it would be. I'm over here getting philosophical, ain't I? Philosophicles. I always end up making Doritos. Ooh, that was not a good flake. Oh, we almost got the rest of it. Oh, it ran right there and stopped. Look at that. He ran right there and stopped. Yikes. We got a big flake there. This will actually be fairly easy to undercut on the next pass. So let's take a little bitty flake. And y'all, I'm sorry about the fan, but it is hot out here. You want to take a big one here. There we go. Just kind of clean that little edge up there. And let's just go ahead and shear this off a little bit. Get us a decent flake there. Now, this will almost be ready to pressure flake, which I'll do minimal pressure flaking. I get tired of pressure flaking. There we go, good flake there. Starting to get thin now. Go ahead and get this ready. Bam. I love doing percussion work. By far my most favoritist thing to do. I probably do it far too late in the thinning stages, but I just like it. little bitty bopper here. I think my actual not tiny bopper here. Can y'all see Gary? Subscribe. Gary's a little creepy sometimes. When I say I do percussion too late, I do it too late for my skill level. There's other guys that could make this way thinner with percussion than I can. They're just better at it than me. This would be a good spot for indirect here. And if I didn't have the camera on, I would most definitely be doing that. Like that right there. That's an indirect flake platform all day. It would just be so hard to get a percussion flaker in there. It's almost not worth it. Need one more little flake there. And then I'm gonna kind of shape this up a little bit with the pressure flaker and throw some notches on it. We're gonna call it done. You kind of got to get a feel for when you can hit them on the end. I felt pretty confident right there. All right. Nice fresh pressure flaker tip. I did a video on how I address these tips yesterday. That is just such a weird... I'll tell you what, I do want to take that indirect. Y'all hang tight. My indirect percussion flaker should be back here. All right, mission accomplished. Yeah, I gotta get some more darn sleep where I get back to tic-tac because I got no energy right now. Pretty bad. I know y'all can't really see this, but that's an indirect flake all day. I hope I didn't just overgrind that. I may have. I did overgrind it a little bit. So let's take a little flake off to the side of it to relieve that. That platform is just no good. There we go. Now let's try that again. There we go. All right, I caught that flake. So that is the beauty of indirect. Look at that flake right there. Still didn't go all the way over and cut that out though, but we'll get it. I don't think I can get another one right there. I can almost get that one with the pressure flaker though. All right. Alright, I need to set this up where I can catch indirect. Indirect's fun. And you can really make some stuff pretty quick. Take some really nice flakes. I'm gonna braid too much right here. Not wanting to lose a lot of the percussion flake, and even though it's sloppy, just don't worry too much about that. probably actually catch that. So see that stack right there? You can kind of see it underneath. I'm going to put the edge of the pressure flaker against the stack and pop some off. You know, we got a much smaller problem now, right? And we can clean those couple little loopsies up. I'm gonna notch this thing. I ain't gonna go too crazy about it. Pretty good little pressure flake there. Starting to sweat a little bit. Yeah, I was gonna do a live tonight, but I can tell I don't have the get up and go, man. I recently got on a CPAP, and that's helped a lot, but you don't know how it is when you can't sleep. It's rough. It's gonna make a pretty nice point, though. Actually, it'd be like an atlatl dart. It'd be pretty big for an arrowhead. And we've gotten rid of our hinge. Check it out. We left a little hinge there, but that ain't gonna hurt nothing or nobody. I'm not a perfectionist. Can be, but not tonight. Well, the fan's making the light bounce, that's what I'm seeing. Tip straightened out a little bit. I never really set out to copy a certain point style. I should do more of that, but just never really been my thing. I just make what the stone tells me it wants to be. And sometimes it tells me it wants to be in several pieces on the floor. And that's okay. So if you're watching this, please go ahead and follow, subscribe. I'd love to be able to get enough watch time and viewers on YouTube to monetize the channel. So if you haven't already, please do. Don't really need to abrade now. That side's looking pretty good. Couple flakes in there. That side's pretty sharp. She's come a long way, boys. She's come a long way. Being a weird, gnarly piece of stone. Yes, I'm gonna try to get more consistent with these videos. Y'all let me know if I'm gonna post the ones where the points get broken too, but I'll put like a warning in the title or the description in case you don't want to see that. I mean, I think it's good to know. I think it's good to show that everybody breaks them. So a little bit of cleaning up on that bottom, and this thing will be straight. A little bit of a braiding though. Let's run a line of flakes down that side. You know, one day I'm going to have to replace this hand pad, and I'm going to be genuinely sad about it. I've had this pad forever. It's a little funky right there. I got a flake on the phone. There we go. I got rid of the last bit of the weirdness. Where's everybody from, man? I know I ask that a lot, but I do genuinely enjoy seeing what people comment. It's crazy to me. I think the last time I asked that, somebody watched me from Anchorage, Alaska. I was like, man, that's so cool. So if you're interested in finished pieces, I do sell these. Have them up on the website. Type in Black Knife Stoneworks, it'll get you there. I need to put some links in the description and all. I need to write up a description for YouTube that I'll just use for every video. That side's gonna notch well. See how thin that side is? This side's a little chunkier. Let's run some pressure flakes there. Be a good indirect flake right there, or it would be a flake that would break the whole thing. Wouldn't that be something? And let's get a quick little indirect flake. I got to take this bit out. It's broke off in there. That needs reset and replaced. Yeah, that worked just fine. There we go. So now we just need some notches. That's a little bit off there. We'll take a couple of flakes in there. pressure flaker flakes. I think we're done with indirect. Just to kind of even up the shape a little bit. That's pretty cool. That was a pretty gnarly piece of stone. Pretty weirdly shaped. We do got that one little hinge fracture right there. So let's cheat. Let's pull out the indirect percussion, huh? I think I can blow a flake across that and get that hinge off. Indirect. It's awesome. If you haven't learned how to do it, do it. Learn it. I need to do more indirect videos. Just got to figure out how to capture it. Gary needs some new eyes. I just stepped on. Poor Gary. I'm over here like I'm not a perfectionist, and I had to take that last flake. Just to even this bottom up, we'll be in business here. And that is a nice unnotched preform. Let's see if we can do it justice. What I want to do is clip a little bit on these edges. Run a flake or two where I got some convexity on the piece. And we'll even all that out. The thinner the piece is where you're notching though, the easier your life's gonna be, for sure. And a little pro tip, but you notch your thickest side first. That way you can make the other side match, because it's probably not going to run as far. Oh no, the wedge came out of my hammer. That's a real shame. Gary, find my wedge. Yeah, I'll put another wedge in it. I think it'll hold up. Oh, no, there it is. A little wooden wedge, see? That's old school. There we are. Re-wedged, ladies and gentlemen. All right, sorry about that. Hey, it's a live flintknapping show. You never know what's going to happen. Tighten back down. 34 minutes, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I could do it a lot faster. Probably. If I wasn't doing it on camera. I think that's the thick side. I guess we'll find out. I've gotten to where I use the pressure flaker a lot to notch. If it's going to be decently sized notches. Find that a lot easier. We can get one more. Not a bad little notch though. I'll take it. I think it just stalled out on me. This is a pretty new tip here, so that's all right though. I haven't made an arrowhead proper in about a month, so all in all, I'm pretty happy. I like to do some deep notches on some glass pieces, but this old Texas. It ain't gonna let me notch like that. And that's all my skill level, y'all. There's guys out there that can notch this thing sideways. But I am a little out of practice on everything right now. As long as we can keep getting them nice little C-shaped flakes to pop out like that, we're doing good. I think that's pretty close to matching. Maybe one more. I think that'll do it. Wasn't a big flake, but it didn't need to be. There we go. That is not a bad little point. Do a little bit of cleanup. And there we have it. A little Texas Chert arrowhead. Little corner notched feller. Make a nice atlatl dart point. A little heavy for an arrow, but a little big. Cool, man. That's the first arrowhead I made in my shop. All right, I better stop while I'm ahead. and do a little grinding down low. Some of these. Pretty cool. Anyway, 40 minutes later, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. Hope y'all enjoy it. I do sell finished points on my website, so make sure to check that out there. Black Knife 60 on TikTok for live videos if you're interested in that. I actually have a course on Gumroad if you are interested in that. So, and I think I gotta put links. I'll put links in the description. So, thanks guys.